businessman, husband, and a beautiful community leader. And I love his systems. So, Brad, I'm coming to you, and good morning.
So probably jumping out of an airplane at 10,000 feet is probably not your first step, is it? As getting over fear?
No.
Well, it's coming. It's coming, Elise. It is so fun. So next challenge, jump out of an airplane, right? So today I've got Gary Keller talking in my head. And if you write this book down, I'm going to tell you why you might want to get it, even though it sounds like it's a real estate book. It's called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And Gary Keller interviewed 28 agents that were making $1 million net in their business. And he basically found all the commonalities. This is a business book. And if you read, even if you're not a real estate agent, if you read that book and just take out real estate agent and put in whatever else you want, I promise you 70% of this book at least will be talking to you because it's about running businesses that generate $1 million. So that's the one I'm thinking of today. And he talks about in setting goals, like big goals, there's four things. You think a million first, then you earn a million, then you net a million, and then you receive a million. And that's kind of the path that he saw agents building was first of all they got to think like a millionaire real estate agent, and then they got to earn it, and then they got to net it, then you got to receive it, and then you can retire, right? And even now you talk about stepping up your challenge. My challenge is thinking a 10 million and then earning a 10 million. In fact, I'm already trying to think a billion. I mean, you hang around with Michael Gerber, and man, I'm not even at the think a billion yet. I mean, I'm barely past think 10 million. So anyway, think, earn, net, receive. And when you think big and aim high, those small goals just limit our potential. So I'm going to give you an example. When I got into real estate, it's a very tough business. 80% of real estate agents will fail out within 3 to 5 years just because nobody taught them the business side of stuff, right? So I remember being in the business 3 years. I shared this last week. I was pissed off because you're just doomed to fail. And I had 3 daughters and I was a single dad and I couldn't let it fail. It was the only thing I'd been doing for 3 years, or you could say not doing. I didn't sell a whole lot my first 3 years. When I moved to Kansas City in 95, my first year, I went through this think a million, earn a million, read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, and I started putting those models in place along with what I already had going with Gerber on the E-Myth stuff. My first year back in Kansas City in real estate, I didn't sell. I mean, it was zero volume. By year two, I hit a million, which sounds like a lot, but that's only like 10 or 12 sales. Even in today, in some of your guys' markets, it might only be 5 sales. So I hit a million. The next year, I hit 2 million. The next year, I hit 4 million. The next year, I hit 8 million. The reason why I was hitting these bigger goals and doubling my business every year is because when I moved to Kansas City, I said, all right, I need a target and I'm going to think big. And the biggest agent at that time was doing 40 million. So here I am 3 years in real estate, and what I get to earn the right to just be the top agent in Kansas City. And you know why I wanted to be the top agent? So that they couldn't brag about being the top agent because the consumer doesn't care, right? So I was actually taking on the challenge so that nobody could say, I'm the top agent, because nobody cares, right? So that was my challenge. And it just, when you set big goals, they pull you through the smaller goals faster. You find the others that have done it, study their models. Using models feels like you're cheating because it's so easy. I mean, I've got the easiest, perfect, proven model to sell 100 properties a year, but nobody can do it because they think it's easy. But it's not. It's not cheating. It's wise to follow somebody else's models because with sound models, you have a strong foundation. And you got to remember this too. This is my last tip on this. Your natural ability can only take you so far. So as you put models in place and build systems and you grow and you do what Lee said, you take action and do it, that's where those big goals are going to require big models and take you to the top. So that's my share today.
Amazing! Think of a million, earn a million, net it, then receive it. Yes, we gotta think big. Thank you for the inspiration because when we hear from another person achieving that outcome, believe that we can do it too. And talking about a billion, why not? I mean, I do remember many moons ago, most probably 15, 17 years ago, the first time I thought of a million, I was like, oh my God, that's going to take a whole lifetime for me to achieve that. But then later on, when I started to think about contributing towards other people and the things that I will add to other people's lives, when I'm going to receive all these amounts of cash flow or other resources in terms of that are called money, then I had this dream. How would I be able to lead a country? What would be the numbers that I would be running if I would like to lead my country to its next level? Boom, my whole mindset shifted. So it wasn't only thinking about it right now, the million is nothing. I mean, think of yourself as a big country or your family or your business. And you want to take care of all. So how can you be that channel to that billion so that you can even share it more? So that was a shift in my mindset. And now thinking of a million, yeah, let's do it. But you know what? Let's net it. Let's put it aside and then let's take it back to the business or towards the contribution again. Because life is about the person we are becoming. It's not always about the end goals. Yes, get those physical outcomes, get that money, see it in your bank account and give it away. That was another challenge.